Yo guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be exploring around Lanark Football Stadium, formerly home of Lanark. This stadium's been open since the 18th century, and it is a beautiful stadium. The team very sadly went out of business in 1967, and I'm going to share some of the history and explore around the stadium. Let's go. So it's a nice ground over there. If I zoom in quickly, you can see, or you might be able to see, that they've repainted the terrace, and then like over there there's just like the plain old red ones from back in the 60s when the ground shut. As I'm looking around the stadium, seems to be there's a green there seems to be 5 separate terraces all around the stadium, and I think the one in the west stand looks to be the best, well looked after, and as you can see as I'm walking in, it's a very overgrown area. It doesn't look well looked after, apart from obviously the bit over there with the section and the like terracing that's been repainted. So now I'm in the stand. Sorry about that. It's a very old stadium. I think it's a very big one as well. I think it used to hold about 30,000, and obviously where I'm holding the camera right now was whereabouts there used to be a stand there till it was demolished in 1980. It looks to be like the 2 sections over on the east side of the stadium look to be well overgrown, and this section, and there's one over there, and then there's one also around the corner through those trees that I'll go to in a minute. That also looks quite good. But this stadium as well behind me, all around, just the old red things, and then over there there's the like newly painted stuff. But over here I'm in one of the overgrown bits of terracing. Obviously over that direction where I'm pointing the camera is where the terracing is, the Overgrown one, and this one's quite badly overgrown. And if I can head down, hopefully I'll go over there in probably about a minute or so. But it's just a beautiful ground, and obviously you're down here with the red overgrown and everything, and the whole ground, and there's these wee bit steps. It's just a really beautiful ground, and how it's not like completely overgrown 50 years after the ground was made as well. So what I was talking about 5 minutes ago or so, back up when I was in the forest up there, was this stadium's apparently, in over the next 10 years, there was a plan to, a £5 million plan to build a stand over where I'm pointing the camera, and a all-weather pitch. A 2,000 seater stand will be over there, and there was plans for an all-weather pitch. I don't know if these plans are still on, but I hope they are, because this is a really great stadium and it's a really brilliant thing. Obviously behind me there is the overgrown section of the stadium that you very sadly doesn't look, it's going to need a lot of work to do back up. But I like how they've done a good job at maintaining the ground. Obviously, just gonna hop over this, and then obviously there's the wee like ash running track around the side of the track, ready for stuff. The track round here for my dad was at the nearby school, Holyrood, when he was a kid. He would run around this track for PE, and it's just thinking as well, over here obviously as I head over, this is the other overgrown section that looks well worse than the other one. I've just stepped on a muddy puddle, right? But this terrace here used to, this terrace here was also like this when I came in 2017. But it's all, this terrace looks like it, but last time I was here, the green terrace over there hadn't been painted. So where I'm standing now, in this grass field here, used to be where the stand was, the covered seating. This stadium used to hold, I think it was roughly 30,000, as I might have said before. But this obviously held 30,000, and I think this terraces were about 20,000 seating, and then the stand was about 10,000. But I'm just going to walk over here, and down here, actually I'll probably go down here first. There's an old football pitch, an old concrete football pitch that I'll go check out now, and then I'll go over and have a look around the terraces. And then there's the pavilion up there. Don't know if it's still in use. I'll go and have a look in a minute. The gates are padlocked up, but I think the best I can do is just show you. When I came back here, when I was here about 5 years ago or so, this whole stadium here, this wee pitch here had two little like five-a-side goals, but obviously you could use it for like futsal or something like that. But overall, really nice. This bit obviously, maybe they added in a AstroTurf pitch, maybe with the development they could use it for training purposes, but overall it's quite good. Up here, if I walk up quickly, this is the pavilion, and I'll double check if it's still in use. So I've just double checked, and very sadly this pavilion is not open anymore. Apparently it used to be changing rooms, but the changing rooms might still be in there, but it looks well abandoned, and they could really maybe fix that up. I'm just going to take a quick walk up to the terrace. So I am now in the terracing here, the newly painted ones. I think they were painted about last year, but obviously this would have been down here, which I haven't got experience yet, would have been the staircasing that you would have walked down to go into whereabouts you would stand. But it's a really nice bit, but I love how they painted it all, and they've obviously done, they've painted just this standing terrace, and I really do hope they can come back and fix this all up. And yeah, so there's the 360 shot of the stand. But all I'm saying, thanks very much for watching the video.